Ladies and gentlemen, this is the GRIF Deal Den, and this is my favorite part of the conference, which is handy because I get to present it. Basically, the Deal Den is, the idea of the Deal Den is marrying concepts with investors. And it's based off the famous TV show, Dragon's Den. So, obviously, what we're going to do is we're going to hear from 5 different concepts, I believe, all who're going to have 5 minutes, who's going to pitch to our investors. They've got 5 minutes, and I'll ring the bell 1 minute to go, because we're really strict on time, and you don't want to mess with me, honestly. And then we're going to have 2 minutes Q&A with the investors. So this is very exciting. So I'll please welcome to the stage our judges, if you like, or investors, 3 very, very learned and clever people, all who are live investors, all who have opportunities to invest in new concepts. So this is a live situation, and obviously some of the other concepts out there may be interested to speak to these people after the event. So first of all, please welcome Lynne Bellinger, who is Director of Food and Beverage Development at Marriott. Give her a big cheer. Paul Campbell, founder of Hill Capital Partners. And Rowland, operating partner of TriSpan. Welcome to the stage. Right, while we settle in, I think we've got some gin and tonics waiting for us, because it's that time of the day. Thank you to Artisan Drinks. Brilliant.
Best job.
I know. You're on my panel now. This is fun. So, Lynne, while you're...
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. They've done a great job, honestly, keeping us well-fueled through the event. Cheers. So, Lynne, while you're having a sip, please tell us about your exciting innovation collaboration, that's the word I was looking for, with GRIF and Marriott. Please, it's exciting, and how you're helping the investors, the new concept.
Thanks, Sarah Jane. No, it is very exciting, actually. What we've teamed up with GRIF that we're about to do is something called the Restaurant Incubator. And the Restaurant Incubator is going to give opportunities to young entrepreneurs. And it could be international entrepreneurs that want to come out to Dubai. We're based in the Middle East and Africa. This is our region, Middle East and Africa. So we're looking for to set these people up in Dubai for a short-term project, and that's going to be called the Restaurant Incubator. It could be a restaurant, it could be a bar. Mm-hmm. So it could be looking, somebody setting up the next entrepreneur onto the Michelin star level. It could be a great mixologist looking to develop the next trendy bar. All different kinds of projects that we're going to do. So we're going to be having empty spaces. It could be restaurants that are not they're not performing. According to Naeem, that's probably all of our restaurants in Marriott.
You deserve that.
Cheers, Naeem. You had to be in our session the other day to understand that one. He thinks we can't run restaurants. Or it could be just blank white spaces that we just want to keep as white spaces and make it into a space that we can really encourage these young entrepreneurs to do something. So that's why I'm here today, is to look at concepts that we can bring into that space, those that will be interested to come to Dubai.
So Robin, you have 250 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dollars.
Dollars of equity to invest in food and beverage alone?
Yeah, but 90 million's gone. That's already out there.
Okay, 90 million's gone. Okay,
so you do the maths.
Yeah. So what are you looking for in a new business partner?
Well, I discussed it a couple of times earlier on, but basically amazing food, fantastic concept, scalable, partners we can work with. We share similar kind of views in terms of ambition. And people we can probably add some value to, and without in a patronising way, become a proper partner, a meaningful partner. And we hopefully will share some reasonable spoils at somewhere along the journey. So, but it's a chemistry, and it's about something which is unique that we think we can scale.
Okay, so Paul, you have been doing this a long time, and I think we've counted 4 deal dens now since we've been going. What advice do you have to the concepts that are about to pitch?
I think what I like them to get across is the concept, of course, but what I'm really interested in is their motivation, their determination, because when you invest early in a business, so much of it is about the people, and things are going to go wrong, things will go right as well, but it's how they're going to respond to the difficult challenges. So I'm very into understanding them as people within 5 minutes, as well as your concept. So
No pressure.
no pressure, yeah.
Well, let's get on with it then. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Director of Lords of Pokey. We've got Marty Sykes and Tom. Brilliant.
Hi guys. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Great. So
We've got another mic for, there we go.
there you go. Well done. So we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. You've got 3 slides. I'm going to ring the bell in with 1 minute left to go. And we look forward to hearing all about you. Start the clock.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, there you go. All right, so I am Marty, this is Tom. We are Lords of Poke. I am a chef by trade. I've been a chef for the last 16 years, since I was like 16. So I've worked a lot in restaurants and events, caterers and private chefing all around the world. Tom's background is creative background with photography, design, websites and stuff. We started Lords of Poke in the summer of 2017 in the food truck. And since then, now we have 2 sites, one in Camden Lock Market and our flagship store in Paddington Central in British Land's new campus.
Excuse me. So after much deliberation, our concept was born. We decided to serve Californian-style poke from our converted food truck. As it seemed, most of the London street food scene was kind of leaning towards filthy, kind of dirty fried food. We wanted to go down the fast, healthy food route. Excuse me. We, like with any brand, you need a strong logo. We wanted something that captured our background in snow and surf and the kind of the roots of both Marty and I. We opted for something that was playfully confident, the name as well, and also said, all of those things that we wanted to get across.
So we started with the food truck, and soon after we started, it was June 2017, we approached Curb Markets in London, and we started doing their lunch markets around. We've got an incubator scheme, and then soon after that, we got approached by a project called Peckham Levels, which was they redeveloped a car park, and well, it kind of didn't work out. After the first year, we decided to break our clause because we were promised a lot more than we got. The rent was too high, but you learn from your mistakes, so it's one of those things. But during that time, in June last year, we opened in Camden Lock Market, which has gone from strength to strength. And in August last year, we opened our flagship store in Paddington Central, which was also a really big learning curve. It was a shell. We managed the build and kind of everything about opening the restaurant, and also expanding the brand from doing just poke bowls on the street food scene to doing coffee. We do breakfast, grab and go, and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. We also have a central prep kitchen that supplies all these areas, so the logistics, we have all of that in place, kind of just to deliver out all the food every week.
From our previous experience at Peckham Levels, we've learned a lot of lessons. But we've also learned that our food lends itself to lunchtime grab-and-go trade, whereas we were trying to do an evening service there as well, which didn't work quite as well, but perhaps that was more to do with Peckham itself or the Peckham Levels. So we appeal to the healthy eaters. It's not just a once-a-week treat. It's repeat business. Something that people will eat repetitively throughout the week and is affordable.
So with the menu, you can build your own bowl. So you can choose a base, you can choose up to 4 salads, then you can choose a poke. We always have 4 different flavors of poke, 1 spicy, two salmon, 2 tuna, 1 spicy, 1 not of each, which we always change. We're always kind of evolving the menu and putting new things on. We also have a chicken option for people who don't like raw fish, and a vegetarian vegan option, and we do a monthly special. After that, you can choose one of our house sauces. We have a list of sauces, and like a topping bar that you help yourself to crispy toppings. If you don't like to build your own bowl, you can choose a house bowl. We do hot bowls, miso soup, and the breakfast offering, which is the sahi bowls, avocado toast, and coffee and smoothies.
We believe that we kind of set ourselves apart from our competitors through our brand authenticity. A lot of big brands are kind of buying into that or trying to emulate that, whereas we're not trying to emulate Hawaii and London. We kind of come from a surf and snow background, and obviously Marty's previous experience as a chef, and my love and passion of food. So yeah, we're constantly trying to adapt our menu and learn from what other people are doing, and also kind of just progress ourselves and learn from all of our mistakes and successes along the way.
Sorry, because we're running behind time now. So what we're looking for, we haven't really got a specific number in mind. We're kind of looking for a mentor, someone who can help us grow and scale the brand and kind of grow us as businessmen as well. It's something that we want to learn a lot more about, and we kind of the money kind of depends on the route we want to take. Ideally we'd like to open 3 to 4 sites quite soon, whether it be street food or grab and go restaurants, but the price will vary between the two. And also with that, we want to move into a larger prep kitchen that we could have all of the necessary things we need to grow. So yeah, that was Lords of Poke.
Okay, great.
Good. Thank you.
Well done. It's really not easy to come up here and do that, so congratulations, and you went first as well. Brilliant. So Robin, what did you think of the pitch?
Well, I'm trying to work out how differentiated it is from Ahi Poke and Island Poke, which are two other offers in London that not everybody will know about. Can you explain why you're different?
We have a lot more choice, a lot more flavour. If you go to either of our competitors, we go all the time. We go to our competitors and try them and see what we can do better, what we're doing better. And for a start, our poke is better because we have different flavours. If you go to some, they'll only have one flavour, a couple of sauces. We, for instance, at the moment, the menu's up there, you can't see, but we have a miso salmon, a Korean salmon ceviche, and a spicy sriracha tuna, and you kind of get the idea. We try and put more flavour and more kind of.
Do you think more variety and better quality? You think anyway, or you assume so? Yeah.
Well, we all use the same fish supply pretty much, so.
Yeah, which I think I probably know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's more just being more inventive with the salads and how we put our bowls together as well.
Great.
Paul?
How big do you think the market is in the UK or in London and then the UK? And then how ambitious are you guys to have a segment of that?
Well, poke is such a new thing, and we still have people coming to the restaurant not knowing what it is and asking how they do it. But then people come back and they bring a friend, and
Sure.
People are always comparing the different pokes. So as long as you're the best, there's space for you. So, and the one thing we get more and more people say to us is, "You're the best poke in London." I'm sure a lot of the other poke brands get that as well, but it's kind of a.
But in terms of your vision, how big do you want to make this business?
We'd like to grow in London first, and then nationally, and that's kind of it was always been our goal to create something that we can scale and start a chain or franchise or whatever. But this is things we're not that experienced in. We're learning a lot along the way, and that's why to do that, we would probably need to have a bit of help.
Lynne, do you think you can give these guys an opportunity?
I don't know. What's your price point, first of all? What's your price point?
Because it's such a lunch offering, you have to and especially in Paddington, we're competing with Pret and Coco de Marmot, which have a really low price point. So our fish bowls are £8 a bowl.
Okay.
Chicken is £7 a bowl, and the vegetarian is £6.50 a bowl.
Okay, that sounds quite good. You've mentioned in your presentation that you're very interested to grow across London and then eventually across the UK. Have you ever thought about going international?
Well, we actually did a pop-up in Dubai last year. We got flown out there to do with Curb Food. They had a opportunity. It was in the racecourse in Dubai, and they started up there's a bar, and they had loads of street food stalls. So we actually flew out there and taught the guys how to do our food, and they branded it up with our branding, and so we had that kind of. But it's something we're always open to doing anything. It's kind of.
Okay. All right. What was your? Have you reached ROI from your initial investment?
Have we what, sorry?
Have you reached your return on investment, your initial investment?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Are you making any money?
Yeah, but to be honest, with the Peckham site, we lost quite a lot of money, like in the first year. because Paddington's making money, yeah. It's, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, well, we've seen a 20% growth from September. I mean, we started mid-month in August, but September compared to now, we've seen 20% growth, and we're hoping to see that grow further throughout. Obviously,
So
the weather
roughly how much a week?
We're on track for, it was about 17,000 in this month, but we've done from April to this point, we've done 305,000.
Got it. Yeah. How do you divide duties between the two of you? Who does what?
Well, at the moment, it's kind of just going back into the business, so there's no kind of... But we're 50-50. Oh, the duties.
Yeah. Well, Marty takes care of the food. I've done the design, the photography. We both currently do deliveries. We kind of just do everything, but it's kind of split between. Yeah, I take kind of the digital role, so sort of social media and marketing.
But like the food side of things is more my forte. So we take an idea and make it so we can fun it out everywhere.
Well, I'm going to have to stop you there, sadly. We're running out of time, but it's a great conversation. Thank you so much indeed. Well done. Give them a round of applause, everyone's really hard. Thanks very much. Thanks, guys. So actually, this year's Deal Den is slightly different because this year they are competing for dinner for four, thanks to, at the White Room, thanks to NH Hotels. So at the end of the show, we're going to actually have a winner, which is great. Great. So next up, we have Alexander CREPY, from the co-founder of Amelie Restaurants, who's going to... You're going with your dad?
Oh,
no.
Bless.
Come on, Dad.
Brilliant. Welcome to the stage, Dad. That's lovely. Not at all.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much.
So you guys obviously got the idea. We have 5 minutes with 1 minute warning. Then there's 2 minutes Q&A. And then that's great.
Hello.
When you're ready.
Got to talk fast.
Okay, my name is Régis CREPY. Wait, hang on. Oh, sorry. So my name is Régis CREPY, and this is my son Alexander. I have been in England for about 35 years. I've built up 4 restaurants, all successful in the East Anglia. Alexander is born and bred into the restaurant business. We both did École Hôtelière de Lausanne in Switzerland, obviously not together, 30 years apart. Last year I sold my last restaurant and hotel because I wanted to invest in a project with Alexander in a dream we had, is to create the first flamme cuche restaurant in England. Flamme cuche restaurant, flamme cuche is a product which is very similar to pizza, but much lighter, much crispier, and nobody knows about it in England.
We, thankfully, is my microphone on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for lunch, there was these little round pizzas that you had, and that was actually flamme cuche.
Yep.
So it's a it's a yeast-free dough, very, very thin and very light. It cooks in about 90 seconds. And what we've done, as you can see with the images, it's a very rustic dish. It's a 15th century dish from east of France. It's not very sexy, but it tastes amazing. What we've done is that we've made it for the British market, and as you can see, a lot more color, a bit more interesting ingredients, so you get all the flavors from the top, along with the lightness and the crisp of the pastry.
The interesting thing about flamme cuche also is the toppings, which makes it extremely interesting. What flamme cuche can do, pizza can't. Sorry about any pizza maker here, but this is a fact. Our first unit has been, we took about 1.5 years to find our first unit because of the difficulty to make sure it was the right product. And we decided to find a town where it would be multicultural. If we had to take a risk and fail, I wanted to fail for the right reason. So we choose Cambridge. It's all faith, all colors, all nationalities, young people, medium people, and old people. And everybody, absolutely everybody, another fact, 100% of people have absolutely loved our product.
Moving on to that, yes, so the feedback's been phenomenal. We opened in August last year. By November, we were #1 on TripAdvisor in the whole of Cambridgeshire. That's 1,600 restaurants. We've had a really, really nice, good write-up in Telegraph, which was followed by The Week magazine, which has really helped us get the name Flame Couche out there. But the feedback's been absolutely amazing, and we've converted a lot of customers. We're right in front of Better Italia. We've converted a lot of customers that normally would go to Better Italia, have pizzas. They are not too familiar with the better quality, and then they have something like our product, and they absolutely adore it. And their kids are now pulling their parents to come and eat our product in our unit, because we're in a shopping mall as well. And the next page. Yeah.
For staffing, we've got our model. Nothing different than what you've heard before from other entrepreneurs. Having been in the catering world for all my life, it's very difficult with staffing. The problem with staff is not really the staff itself, it's the knowledge they've got, and it's true that when they've got too much knowledge, they become difficult. So we principally employ people for their personality, for their dynamism, for their smile, for their welcoming, for their attitude. It takes 2 days, 1 day to train someone in the kitchen. Alexander and I are here today. There is 19 years old running a kitchen in Cambridge at the moment. So it's very scalable, easily done. In the service, it takes only 1 day. I want to give you quick numbers. 18 to 22% food cost. Average spend $9.56 when we first started. It's $11.56 after 6 months opening per person, including drinks. 600 to 850 covers a week. And 100% satisfaction. I think you can...
Yeah, and quickly, reinterpreting the norm, we are very much taking a product very different. What makes us a USP is the flavors. It takes 90 seconds to cook, so it's very fast. And we've got the sole import rights for the bases for the UK. Yeah.
Well done. Bang on. Fantastic. So, Paul,
could I just add one little thing about the bases? The bases are absolutely pure. There is no additive, no yeast, and they last 50 days from production in the fridge.
Okay.
Which is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
So we've got 2 minutes of questions, so we're going to go to Paul.
Yeah, I mean, you had a massive advantage in that we could taste this at lunchtime, and it is delicious. So I'm already halfway there. Can you just talk about the capital side of the how much do you think it's going to cost you to build a store? Because you're going to have a simple kitchen.
We invested 350 to 400K for the first unit.
350. Yeah.
I think per store, it all depends if it's a starting up store or building from scratch, like in a thing. Yeah. It would be between 3 to 400K.
Okay.
Now it depends
so
on
relatively,
the lease.
And that's including premium.
And I've got a follow-up question, which is more about the product. And we talked about this a little bit before, heat retention. I mean, it's a delicious product, partly because it's so thin, but will it retain its heat on the way from the kitchen to the table, and also on a delivery basis? Do you see delivery as part of the business model?
So kitchen to table, absolutely no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, we tell children sometimes, "Oh, don't try now because it's too hot." Mm-hmm. On that point, we also have gluten-free and vegan as well. We put tomatoes. I'm sorry.
We're going to start with the delivery as well. We're going to start working with. So our bases at the moment, they're about 110 grams of about 60 grams each, but we can get a thicker one, which is a few millimeters thicker. They're already quite thin, but a thicker one will be for the delivery, and that will keep the heat for longer.
Okay. So that's not proven yet. Yeah. Okay.
Linda? Lynne? Sorry.
So is Dubai something on your radar? Is the Middle East something that you were looking at?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, well, we are looking to roll out. Our market is the pizza market. It's worth 1.5 billion in this country. Everybody who tasted our product prefers this than pizza. So, and if there's one person who didn't prefer our pizza, is the Italian. But really, it's an amazing product. It's very known in Austria, Germany, Holland, Belgium, France. It has not penetrated the UK market. And we know exactly, because of all the people, the different faces and personality and nationalities who tasted our product, that it's international. I spoke with some people in the audience who have tasted the flamme cuche over there, and they all say it's absolutely amazing.
And what sort of social campaigns do you have planned or have you done to sort of convert that pizza market to the flamme cuche?
By social campaigns, do you mean social media and that direction, marketing, or how would you mean?
What sort of campaigns are you working on? You obviously, you're going for that pizza market, so that you want to convert those pizza eaters into the healthy flatbreads.
So basically, initially it was really just grabbing people off. We're in an open pod unit, you may have seen in the restaurant. So you can really grab a customer that may be going to Better Italia and say, look, come and try this, come in, come on, come on.
So you're physically grabbing them?
So physically grabbing them.
Okay.
I mean, that's how we started off. We did a lot of marketing and PR, which is what we still do. I think we can improve on the social media aspect. I was taking care of that until now, but I'm not going to lie, I'm not very good at it. But the actual, it's just grabbing them, and then after that, it's word of mouth. People talk about it. People keep on saying that you need to bring this, you need to come with a friend. And the French communities are fantastic because they stick together. And we're a French restaurant. A lot of our staff is French, and they keep on coming back with more friends. They have their family, they're going to bring them around. So it's, that's it, really.
We've got an international staff as well, community. I mean, but we are looking for sorry, an equity.
We've got to have a question for Robin.
Oh yes, sorry.
Because we're running out of time.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Just compliment you on this document. I know you had 2 seconds to read it, but it's very easy to navigate. It's a super document, and it's a very high quality presentation. So
thank you very much indeed.
On the right track. I love it because it's just differentiated, and it's something that's not so difficult for people to understand the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
My key question is around property, because you said it took a long time to find the first property. From what you know now, what looks like the ideal properties going forward?
So if we had to take the decision again today to reinvest, especially 2 months before Brexit, with everything we know today, I would fully back the project once again.
Okay. But what do you look for a new site?
So
for a new site?
It would be footfall. Yeah. Footfall. At the moment, it's footfall because people don't know the word flamme cuche. We really want to stick with the word flamme cuche, and we need to push it forward. So it's places where we can get the high customers. But at the same time, as you know, landlords in England love having high prices, and so it's just finding the right place where we can get it.
We're not certain that London market would be the right market. We've got some ideas about Norwich, centre of Cambridge, and perhaps Beyrouth and Moon at the moment, because East Anglia, my name is known over there as well, so it would bring customers, and then expanding ergonomically later on.
Okay, I mean, just looking at your kind of scale of ambition, I mean, the lead time to have secure sites is 1 year, realistically. So you need to be to actually even catch up. You need to get going quite fast now, I think.
Yes, I agree. But people start to contact us now, knowing about Amelie. A lot of people came to our site, and because of the way it is designed, they think it's already part of a chain. Yeah. And so people are contacting us now.
I'm sure they are. But you need to be the other way around. Say, I want that site. Because
I completely agree with you.
They're going to love your concept.
I know Paul wants to ask another question, but I'm not going to let him.
Please, it's a really
because
good
we've
one.
had our time. Yeah, I'm naughty, sorry.
Can I just quickly finish something there? We're just looking for an equity partner who we can work with.
We get it. Yeah.
And then yeah. Okay.
Good job.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so all of the concepts will be available after the session for further questions. So I'm going to have to try and get a bit stricter with the timings here. So next up, we have an exciting new concept. Matteo Flower is going to come up and present who's the owner of Flower Burger. Welcome him to the stage. So Matteo's going to get 5 minutes on the clock. And when you're ready, please start.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Matteo TOTO, the founder of Flower Burger, the first fast food concept serving a rainbow vegan burger. and offering a casual culinary experience open to everybody. Flower Burger, born a few years ago, exactly 3 years ago, because I always thought that food is one of the best pleasure in life, and I found it absurd that people like omnivore and vegans were not able to enjoy food together at the same table. At the same time, till today, there are a lot of people that has a negative perception towards vegan food because they think it is boring and flavorless. Lastly, in the last 50 years, the consumption of meat increased of five times, from 45 till 233 million. So like 3 years ago, I started to think about something new, something not comparable, and thanks to this reason, is not also available. So I got inspiration from the Flower Power, because the hippies in the history were the first one talking about environment in an easy way. And then I created the Rainbow Vegan Burger and Flower Burger. These are our main feature. First of all, it's a fun experience through our colorful, tasty, and Instagrammable burger. We got very viral on the social, thanks to the color of our buns. A vivid lightning experience and a distractive shops layout. The absence of the word vegan inside the shops. This for you maybe seems a small detail, but for me it's really important because we want to attract everybody, not just the vegans, and I don't want to create barrier or any moral issue. Then our products, of course, are totally plant-based. We don't use any chemical preservative, and also we use 100% biodegradable and compostable packaging. Our business model is composed by 3 business units. The first one are our direct stores. At the moment, we have 2 of them, both in Milan, and we use them to test new products, new idea, to train our franchisee. Our shops has the size from 60 to 150 square meter, and usually during the shift, we have only 2 operators, one in the kitchen and one in the counter. In this way, we cut the labor cost. Our aim is to open from 3 to 5 shops every year. Then the second unit of our business model is the franchising system. At the moment, we have 9 stores. 8 of them are in Italy, from the north to the south. We have also a shop in Palermo, in Sicily, and 1 abroad in the city of Rotterdam. This year, we are already planning to open 6 locations in London, in Paris, in Marseille, in Florence, in Bologna, and in Barcelona. The third unit is our flower factory. It's like a new central kitchen. It's like 600 square meter, and we have the capacity able to cover till 100 stores. So we are ready to go to the battle and conquer the world. The financial projection, last year we did around 3 million as a revenue brands. This year we are going nearly to double it. And this year we are focused on 3 main aspects. The first one is the opening of the new direct store. The second is the expansion, as I said before, of France, Spain, and UK. And the third one is to build a structure able to sustain our growth. For the next year, I would like to spread the brand around Europe. I would like to start to explore the US market and the Middle East market. And of course, we would like to have much more direct stores. To conclude, in the last 2 days, I've heard a lot the word consistency, and I think that we are a unique concept in a fast-growing market. We have high profitability and high scalability because we design all the processes and all the operation. I call them like idiot-proof because they have to be very, very easy. And I am here because I'm looking for strategic partners, investors. I'm looking for right people that understand our concept, the potential of the brand, and is able to bring us to the next step. Sorry for my emotion for the English, but it's the first time I'm doing that. Thank you a lot.
Great. Can I go first?
Brilliant. Yeah, please do.
I mean, of the 3 businesses we've seen so far, you have the most number of units to look after. So, first of all, I think the name of the company is brilliant, really, really brilliant. But just on that subject, how have you found managing multiple locations? And, you know, and where are you in terms of getting it, mastering that
At
art?
the beginning, I got crazy, and still sometimes it's tough.
Okay.
But step by step, I learn from mistake, and I'm building my team.
Yeah.
So now I have a guy that is focused on Italian franchisee. Then I have another one focused on the foreign franchisee. And then I have a few consultants that are helping me to give me some expertise or like special activities. So this is how we are developing.
And these experienced people have done it before?
Exactly,
Okay.
yes.
Very good, thank you.
Because we don't have the money to hire high-level people, so I look for a consultant that give me their expertise for the short time.
Can I ask a connected question, which is why have you franchised so early?
Again, because by myself I didn't have the money to open direct stores. And so I opened the first one, then I opened the second one, I opened the laboratory, I start to franchise.
Okay. But the
and
next...
now I am in the stage that I can do by myself a few openings, but I would like to find somebody that give me like the gasoline to push.
And you see the next phase of expansion being owned stores or franchise stores?
Mix. It depends on the market. Usually, for example, what I'm doing now in Netherlands, let's say, in Rotterdam, we did a project pilot for my franchisee, and I test the market in this way, and if the market is going well, then I go directly.
Got it.
I will do the same in France, and in all the market I am interested. And I want to tell you...
How concerned are you by the fact that there is a proliferation of these sorts of concepts at the moment? You know, burger is probably the most competitive segment per se. I've owned a burger business. I know how competitive it is. But also we're seeing this kind of clean burger wave everywhere. So you're going to have a lot of competition, both from people who are doing it as a speciality, but also people putting the Impossible Burger on their menu and putting Mountain Burger, etc. So
yeah, but for example, the Impossible Burger, they are doing like the fake meat. We are using vegetables, legumes, cereals, put it together and do it like a natural way. Also, we are the first in the world doing that. So I am working a lot to increase the brand awareness, and that's why also we did like a franchising system in order to be capillary and to develop in a fast way the brand. And also we give a good experience. We are very viral, so people are coming to us not just for the colored buns, but for the environment, for the feeling that you have from the moment you get in the shops until when you get out.
Okay, so in answer to my question, you're not concerned about the competition?
No, I'm not. I work on myself to improve day by day, because I know that if I work hard every day, I can get where I feel like.
Lynne. Okay. I mean, what changes would you have to make? Because if you go overseas, because I see already that you're interested in going overseas, what changes would you have to make to your model in order to get that overseas? Because you won't, you know, that central kitchen, you're not going to have that initially, etc. So how are you going to plan to do that?
So like my idea was like for all the Europe, I built my factory in Milan, and it will be the same in US or in the Middle East. In US, it will be easier because I think the Mediterranean taste of our burger are nearer to the US, to the Americans. And in Middle East, for sure, I will have also a part of build the factory there to change a bit the flavor.
Okay, so basically you're looking to get out in the market in the Middle East in a big way. You're not looking for a first store, then a second store. You're looking to go, right, give me 10 stores and I'll have a central factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're looking more for the retail sector.
Once I go out of Europe, I need a partner with experience in F&B or with experience in franchising to build a project where we have the factory and then we open at least 5-10 stores. Because if not, it doesn't make sense build a proper factory.
Yeah. I think you've got a great product. I love the look and feel of it. I've looked at your Instagram today.
Yeah.
I think you're in a little bit of danger of a bit of repetition on your Instagram.
Yeah.
There's very much similarities on all your photographs, maybe looking at different innovative ways
You got the point, you're right. And we are investing a lot of money this year for Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's say that at the moment it was really easy with zero budget, keep increasing the follower throughout the repost of our follower. But now is the time to create new contents and to become even more viral.
Yeah, thank you, Matteo. Thank you so much. So well done. That was a great pitch.
Thank you, everybody.
A lovely product.